Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name's Brina. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this eyeshadow look for Valentine's Day, which I'm sure you can tell from the title. So if you'd like to see how I achieve this look, keep on watching. As you can probably tell, I've started by already priming my eyelids, and today I use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Porcelain Beige. And for this look, I'm going to be using the Mora Daydreams palette. And I'm going to be sticking with more of the pink tones in this palette. I'm going to start by taking a e.l.f. fluffy blender brush and dip into the shade of Dreams. I just realized that my camera stopped recording, and I don't know how much, if any, of what it just picked up, and start by blending this shade into my crease. This will be more of a transition shade. Do you guys have any big Valentine's Day plans, or do you not celebrate the holiday? Let me know in the comments. My husband and I don't celebrate really, So I don't think the universe wants me to film this video, because this is my second time sitting down to film it and nothing has gone right so far. My camera stopped recording while I was in the middle of doing part of the process. My cat threw up and then continued to eat out of the food she just threw up in. My furnace came on, which is super loud because I'm sitting right next to it. And my cats have been a pain this whole time. They've been running around, getting into my camera and my makeup and everything. Guys, I really hope I make it through this video. Where was I? So yeah, do you guys celebrate Valentine's Day, and what do you got planned for this Valentine's Day? My husband and I don't really celebrate because the reason why my husband and I initially didn't celebrate Valentine's Day is because we started dating January 29th. So that's just 2 weeks before Valentine's Day. So the first year we were together, we were like, this is fresh, new, let's just skip it. I'm going back in with that same fluffy brush and the shade Moony, this hot pink shade right here. And we just decided not to celebrate it that year. He also had to work that night, so we were just like, it's whatever. But then after that, we continued to not celebrate because we would obviously celebrate our anniversary, and that just kind of became our tradition. Although now we are married, that was our tradition for 6 years, so we don't really see any reason to give in to this holiday. Also, my neighbor's dogs won't stop barking. So if you can hear them in the background, I apologize. They are gonna make me lose my mind. These dogs bark all day, every day. And because we live in a camper, our walls are super thin, and they have their dogs fenced in literally to the fence that is touching our camper to separate the two spots. It is ridiculously annoying, and we don't know what to do about it. Especially today. This dog started barking at 4 a.m. And they just let it. They just let the dogs sit outside and bark and fight. And I don't understand why people have pets if they're just going to ignore them and put them outside to bark and annoy everybody else. If I wanted to listen to a dog bark, I would have a dog. But I don't want to listen to a dog bark in a little tiny camper all day, every day. So therefore, we have 2 cats because they're quiet and sweet, mind their own business. As I speak, both of my cats are sleeping, being good little babies. I'm sorry if the lighting keeps changing. It is very cloudy today. For today's look, I'm going to be doing a cut crease, so I don't really care if the eyeshadow gets all over my lid because I will just correct that later. So now I am going to move on to cutting my crease, and I'm going to once again be using the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Porcelain Beige, and I'm taking this little flat eyeshadow brush that I got out of a kit from Amazon. Pretty cheap, don't know the name of this brand. It says B something small, it's all rubbed off, I don't know. I will link these down below, but I've had them for a few years and I like this set quite a bit. To cut my crease, since I have hooded eyes, I like to start by patting the concealer onto my lid, and I like to do both eyes right away. And then once I have the concealer on both of my eyes, I just look straight ahead. And then as you can tell, the concealer goes to where my crease would be, which is basically just where my eye socket is. And I always use patting motions for this, just to make sure that I don't end up pulling some of that other eyeshadow that I'm covering into the concealer, because that can really mess up the look. And as I'm sure you can tell, my cut creases are not like super even, but I don't really care. So now I'm going to be taking a Morphe MB16 brush, and I'm going to mix Of Dreams and Moody, those 2 pink shades that I started with, and put those on the outer corner to blend the edge of the cut crease. This part I do want to be more even, so I'm going to try to make sure that I get the pink blended to about the same point on each eye. Now I'm going to be taking this Luxie 245 small shader brush, and I'm going to dip into the shade Reverie, this pink shimmery shade here, and pop that onto the rest of my lid. I prefer doing my eyeshadow before the rest of my face because, like right now, I'm getting a lot of fallout from this shimmery shade, and I just prefer not to have to try to clean that up when I finish. I mean, it's really not that hard most of the time, but sometimes you get those shades that just like cling to the rest of your face. So this way I can just wipe it off and then put the rest of my face on. And then once I get to where the matte shades start, I like to take the shimmery one, take whatever is left of the shimmery shade on my brush and just kind of blend on top of that matte shade to get rid of any harsh lines. I'm going to finish the rest of my face off camera, and then I will come back and do my lower lash line and liner and lashes and everything. So I will see you guys then. The rest of my face is done, and I'm going to do my under eyes now. I'm going to be taking the same Morphe MB16 brush that I used earlier to do my outer corner. And I'm going to be taking the same two shades I used for that, the shades of Dreams and Moody. Moony. I think I've been saying Moody this whole time, and it's Moony. That's my bad. I'm just going to run this along my lower lash line and blend it into this outer corner. Don't mind my mascara face when I'm doing this. And that's that. That's super simple. Now I'm going to take this little pencil brush that I use for like detail highlighting, and I'm going to go in with the shade Miles Away. This is more of like a minty blue-green shade, and I'm going to use that to highlight my inner corner. Now it is time for eyeliner, and instead of plain old black regular eyeliner, today I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Liquid Glitter eyeshadow in the shade Black Magic, and I'm going to use a little eyeliner brush to apply it, and apparently throw it also. And I'm just going to take the shadow directly off of the little applicator this comes with. You know what? I am first going to go ahead and line my eyes with a black liquid liner. Now, my process of doing eyeliner is like a whole thing. I don't just use one eyeliner. Sometimes I just use two. Sometimes I use 3 or 4 because they tend to just dry up on me while I'm in the middle of applying it, and nobody wants that. So I'm going to start with the Hank and Henry Slick With It, and for this one I like to start by applying it to my lid first. I actually much prefer gel liners because of my hooded eyes. I have a lot of extra skin on my eyelid and they don't tug as much. But honestly, a lot of my makeup is from BoxyCharm, and they just don't send out gel liners. I've been getting BoxyCharm for a year now, and I've never once gotten a gel liner from them. So BoxyCharm, if you're watching this, it'd be super great if you could send us some gel liners. And I'm just going to warn you now that my wings are not going to be even because I have never had an even wing in my entire life. I also like to follow the point of the inner corner of my eye down just a little bit, and then connect it to my lower lash line, my lower waterline. Now, to finish my wing, I'm going in with the Kat Von D Dagger Tattoo Liner. And now that Kat Von D has rebranded to KDV, which I'm not really sure what that stands for. Let me know in the comments if you are, because I don't really think anybody is too sure about what exactly is going on with that situation, other than Kat Von D has apparently decided to leave the company. Anyways, that's a whole nother tangent that I'm going off on. So I like this one a lot because it helps me get a more precise wing. And now I'm going to really quickly do my other eye off camera. So now I'm going to go on with the liquid glitter eyeshadow. And honestly, you could skip this step if you wanted to. Like, obviously you don't have to do this step if you don't really like glitter, but I think this makes it feel a lot more like Valentine's Day, because I just picture glitter when I think of that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to put this exactly where I already have the eyeliner. Now I'm going to move on to lashes. So I'm going to quickly do those off camera. Obviously my lashes are on now, and I'm wearing the Ardell Wispies in the shade, guys, I do that all the time, in the style 113. And as you can see, your girl got them on sale, and my camera is about to die, so I'm going to wrap this up. Don't forget to comment down below about your Valentine's Day plans, and be sure to like this video and subscribe if you're not already. And I hope to see you in my next one. Thanks for watching.